I don't think anybody can afford to do the lower vibrational frequency that is considered love that happens between two people. I happen to think that that is a really funky way to look at yourself, is through a dummy, I hate to say, right? I'm sorry, but that's what your narcissist is. There's nobody there, and you have to like figure that you're talking to yourself and don't get too like caught up in the misunderstanding there, you know. It's a godsend in a way, yeah, that kind of love, quote unquote, but that is nowhere near what, like when they say God is love, that's not the love there. That's like, maybe you should think about graduating in out of the illusion and into the real thing, because there is that house of mirrors, welcome to the world, and it's just like this huge maze. It's a very large containment area of something that keeps reproducing. And I hate to say it like that, but it's like, okay, so what am I going to get? I think that I'm just going to state, I get the universe, you know. I get it, you know what I mean? I say, ugh, it's embarrassing to try to think that we can own any of this, right? But you find yourself with an embarrassment of riches. Like, say, I know that I go with it. It's not, and that's a new word, by the way, goes with, right? Instead of like wondering what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, it's a new word called goes with, kids. I'm sure you could understand it. What's so hard to understand? Because look at how forever of what a question that really is. They'll never be answered. Some questions is like, well, you can just keep asking it because you'll never solve that particular problem, right? There isn't really a curiosity there. We don't want to peel through the onion enough to see that it's just going to disappear and it wasn't even a valid thing anyway. And so welcome to the illusion of life. How's your sleep doing? How is it? Are you taking things like way too seriously by this time? You know, I'm here to tell you, it's like if you can make it to at least 51 or 52 without having fallen into the this is fucking serious hole, and you do still have your assets and your health intact, congratulations. You can go buy a motorcycle and drive down the road. I don't know what you're going to do in this absolute cesspool of a creation called civilization as we know it. But some of us, some here speaking at minute 4 and you're watching, aren't really that interested in it. It's kind of boring, you know. I mean, you can kind of see where it's just, okay, so cool. It's the biggest fucking pacifier you'll ever notice in your life. Humans in general throughout the universe are highly adaptable. They are a technology that can be like they are a snap-on tool. In fact, tools can snap onto them if they are humanely made. You'll see it start coming up where technology is being hooked into your ear bone or maybe your teeth, you know, to start hearing. Advertisement for a Buick. I can't believe that, right? Why is it being hijacked by the non-human gosh dog backdrop that's like, yeah, we really need these installations so that we can hear what kind of deal Pizza Hut is having. Woo! Man, I don't know about you as an advanced being, me. Do you have a choice? Do you think you really have a choice, babe? Can you see what's happening? I do. People have taken their proper injection. I think we're all injected with something, right? So we're not all perfect, but some more than others just did the experiment. Is it a hit and miss? Possibly. I think that there was a display of health problems after that is very questionable in people that you would think that were perfectly healthy. And it's like, but why did that happen? And it's like, just don't question it, man. Not over the last 90 years, don't question it, and especially not in the last 5 years. Perhaps there is a bunch of suicidal people, but back to the way that they have done it. Sorry. And sometimes I can't say my words straight. Not with all of these planets in Capricorn. Mercury is going into Capricorn, going away. See, all I know is I know what time it is. See, I'll try to let you in on it, but I'm not letting you in on nearly as what I'm capable of. I would rather teach you astrology. I really would. I'll just put up the first thing. What I think that you should learn is the key. There's key. It's very much the key. See, do you see at the top here? Those are planets. You'll have to memorize that. Okay, there's the sun, moon, and right at the top. How do you like my astrology lesson? Degree and minute. They kind of time the planet. Very computerized, by the way, and that's how boring it is. Let's get back to how boring it is. Not only the world and the trapeze act happening there. The only thing interesting I find, really, and it can be, and it is the water. That water can come up and do anything and everything. But we have other elements: fire, air, earth. Earth is doing something out there, and then there's the fifth element, right? Is ether. Ether. I found out what ether is. Would you like me to spell it out for you here? Here. Plasmatic field. But let's get back into ether. But see, now I'm going to take the freedom for us all to capitalize anywhere, anytime, to see if we have any belonging there. You know, like, should we even give a fuck about this particular equation that they're putting up our case? Well, see, at me as shepherd, I like the E. E is safe as in and of itself because it means energy, and I, of course, we are connected energetically through the eye open. So E. I like the T. The T is truth. Truth is not harmful unless you don't look at it enough, and then there's the coffee table again. And are you kidding me? You actually hit your shin on top of hitting your shin there? Some people do it daily. They wear sandals a lot too, and their toes are like, it's the same thing. It's like, the truth is everywhere, and you better negotiate, babes, in case the kids are watching. Otherwise, that's not very attractive to be disengaged at any time. So ether is pretty intense. We're looking at energy, truth, like a fiery, truth. So you notice the word the is there, the. When we're talking about ether, it's just the. Yeah, what's that? Well, the is always there or here. So you notice that there's here and there too. They're not separate. In fact, the T is there because it says, don't forget the truth. I'm not kidding. I didn't lie yet, folks. It's January 13th, but you're probably seeing it on the 15th or the 17th. I don't know. Clap your hands and let me know. So we've got ether. Ooh, if I can just get to the lesson, there's E.T. E.T. phone home. When you see E.T. and it shows up a lot, it will. It shows up standard in your English interfacing system. Just put the G down in the word get, E.T. Put the Y down in the word yet, and keep the E and the T up. You're free to capitalize anywhere, anytime, just to claim your intellectual property. Why don't you look up the word extraterrestrial? You'll figure out what's actually extraterrestrial, and you'll calm down. Not so much, though, if you figure out that they're trying to push aliens on us. It's like, well, okay. I mean, that's an emergency. Ether, people. It's interesting because of the word that I see. It's very safe with this as a shepherd. I'll tell you, don't worry, we're still here in that fifth element. It's the most important thing. See, do you notice the word her there? See, now, I mean, it's just where we are, energy and the truth. It's fun. That's fun stuff. See, as with I want you to understand this because there's a lot of bias happening, and I'm not biased. I'm not saying, now look at her. No, he is there. And you can do the puzzle too. See, you're becoming more singularized. If you just can see it, it's like, oh yeah, that's true. In her, there is he. This is in case you're typing. We want to know what type you are. They want to know what type you are. See, there's nothing new here, and there's a way to tap into this programming. Babes, if I can understand it, a 6-year-old blonde-headed Barbie doll, you can figure it out too. And there is a promise behind the Holy Gospel and or Scripture. Yes, there is. There is your forever life if you're interested. I mean, come on, why not get involved, babes? The universe is there, choosy. The university. Now, these two things, what I'm going to do for a start is I'm going to go grab my chalkboard. I say stop reflection. I say start your imagination. We'll meet in the middle. Who am I? What? I am the truth. You should take the this is Kenneth Murder. The whole picture that is the truth more, and that's the game we're playing here, especially in your video game here. If you're using typewriting, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold tight. We're about to fucking shake this bitch up, and I hope you know, but you don't. But they hold it right in front of your face. They're holding so much in front of our faces that you can understand it. If like I said, if a 5-year-old can start to fit the keys, which I consider myself hardly 5 years old. You know, I'm an Aries rising, and there's people picking on me. They're making a huge mistake. It's like, you don't pick on kids. You don't pick on the most creative part of your entire organism, which is the 5 and 6 and 7-year-old kids. It actually starts early, about 4. Woo, God, are we fucking lame inside of the United States here? There's a reason for that. And if you feel like that you can ignore it, come on over. I have a huge couch. Let's sit here. As far as the overhead, not much. And we can do so much with our hands that could give us so much. Same as any other asshole out there with money, but we do it better because we're not an asshole. Am I done with the lesson? Apparently. Welcome to chaos. Welcome to chaos. Breathe, breathe. You're okay. You're okay. You're not going to cave in just because nothing has taken over. Whew. You people. Why do you even come up into the mountains? Did you forget that nothing was there? And then you're like, oh God, I got to do something. No, the skill is to do nothing. Oh, wait, there's essential work. I think one of them is to open up an account with the sky and or reality, face people, meet them, and say, well, did you eat something yet today? See, there's a little village in Japan. They don't say, hi, hello, how are you today? They say, hi, have you eaten yet today? That's what they say. And I imagine off on the outskirts, like just in back of them, there's a banana tree and shit. They're probably like, because you want people in a good mood, don't you? Before they start interacting. Boy, where I live, god damn, man. Whew, son of a bitch. Fuck. Okay, so, doing astrology, we are in January of the 13th, but this will be posted sometime, maybe the Sunday? I don't know. Hi, everybody. I'm your biggest fan, by the way. So here we go. We've got I know what we're looking at. We're looking at conjunctions with Pluto. It's going to be Venus first, and then Mercury and the Sun. That's Kazemi. Mars is right there with it. See, we're going to have a Mars conjunct Pluto. This is a humanity thing. This is a backdrop alert. This is an alert to the backdrop. Like I said, did I mention it? Don't worry, babes. Babes, be resilient. Do essential work only, like the good exorcist you are. And don't worry, like I said, don't worry. There's a big exorcist in the sky coming called Sun, Mercury conjunct Pluto with Venus conjuncting Pluto, and then Mars conjunct Pluto. Babes, not even the fucking government is going to be able to know. That's the one that needs an exorcist, right? I am so looking at how that, okay, so the United States is as good as a mental institution, but it's more like a military base, right? What works the best is these militant people doing militant Jesus. They get their good feeling by pushing people down, especially, okay, now I get have you ever seen the movie Godzilla meets Bambi? Oh God, they are accomplished people. They are accomplished. See, Einstein even knows what is easy is to blow things up and destroy things and be an elephant in a china shop. And what's difficult is to be the owner of that china shop, watching it all go down, right? I'm dead serious about what's going on, even though I'm never going to get dead serious. This is the thing, like, I am a kid, babes, and these people are abusing the best part of humanity who rises up and says, who dares says no against something that is actually, it's like, no, and we can do better than that. See, it's just big money that is starting to knock people around that says no, and we don't deserve to be knocked around like that just because we don't like your world that you live in. And I'm finding it hard to believe that you even like that world that you live in. I mean, how could you even like yourselves when you treat people a certain way? That, right? It's the classic, I'm just doing my job. AI. See, you think that there's an AI has just come up. No, that's the original AI's babysitter. There is an original AI, which is like this machine that chugs away out there, which is, okay, do you like your subject matter of your narcissist? Those people are getting sucked up by Taco Bell and Del Taco and McDonald's and Burger King and all the fast food, all the fast life, all the stuff that you just wham, bam, bam, bam. Now you got a cancer and now you're going to go to sleep. And what did I just do? I don't know. Wake up again, get born, and now what do you do? Wham, bam, 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 bam. Oh, you got caught, and then now you go to sleep. What did you do? Was it shorter this time? Did you even fucking notice? Did the university help you, or was that even a fucking use at all? Was it a use at all? Did you have your own ideas? Can you even hear me now? Are you going to slow it down? Do I sound drunk? Ah. And I haven't even had breakfast yet. Folks, can I get a hello there? See, I'm going to kind of remain kind of prickly, kind of fuming. But I am also humanity, and I'm very funny. I will remain funny also. It's kind of funny, to see really kind people starting to try to fight the shitty babble that is coming up from these really non-humorous, sick-ass fucking people that actually need our help, but no, okay, yeah, just lay out, let's go to court now. I'm supposed to gather constituents. In my area, I'm going to try to singularize people by way of just going into their perceptions and says, babe, can't you just admit that the sky is here? I don't appreciate this at all. I see what I gotta do. And see, but you have a right to trial, babes. You have a right to sit there and say, no, I'm going to do this. I like wasting my friend's time, all my time. You just have to figure that this is the biggest royal fucking waste of time that you can ever experience unless you put it on record. By the way, did you notice what a big royal waste of time is? This really is. Look at these people. Is there an example anymore that we're going by, or is it just, it's all good and fucking A, getting back to the subject matter of elephants in the china shop? I say choose the higher octave of love. The higher octave of love is God's love. The love for God, the love for truth. It includes people if you want to know the truth about people. Boy, I think I'm about ready to talk about it, especially with Neptune moving closer and closer to my ascendant as I dissolve and go through a complete, like I've already told you, I got to surrender to God. God is in control. I see my trajectory.